see most of the human race killed off because it is unworthy. It is unworthy of the gift of life.
I don't care what society thinks. They're nothing anyway. They're no better than me.
Until we hear the safe word, we will not stop.
Have you ever thought what it would be like to see a person's head amputated? Think of things so horrible that the human mind cannot imagine them. To see all this and more when you see on stage, in person, that crazy mix-up.
I like being set apart from people. I like to be hated.
Safe Word with Jason Rouse.
Check 1 2.
1 2 1 2
1 2. Hey, this is Jason Rouse, and welcome to the Safe Word Podcast. On the show, Yannis, Pappas.
Hey, with your TV clean voice. What happened?
I like to start off as professional as possible.
Yeah.
But let's go back.
You're bad for Canada. That's why they're happy you're not there.
I'm bad for life.
Yes, you're bad.
They're trying to push me out. How long do you think the societies wanted me dead?
You're an addition to society.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're a
I'm gonna
good
need you to-
addition. You make people laugh. You make them healthy.
You say that when I'm on the roof with a shotgun.
Yeah, I mean, we won't we won't lose much because we'll still have your body of work on YouTube. You know, the fucking retarded girl bit will be there. Your stuff will be there. Your friends will miss you, but society will sigh a little bit of relief going,
Whew. Well, speaking of legacies.
you want to jump together?
You know what I
Thelma
like?
and Louise?
We should crazy glue our hands together and jump off a roof.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're gonna die like this.
We're starting off with suicide. This is where we're going.
It's the Safe Word podcast. So, guys, if this is too much for you, just hit the safe word.
What is your safe word?
My safe word is caw.
I thought it was Turkish.
No, it's caw. Turkish is good too. Yeah, Turkish.
Turkish is because I know
My mortal enemy.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Canadians and Turks, I hate.
I want to go back. You love Canadians.
Yeah.
You do.
I do love Canadian. I have one Canadian friend. That's you.
I think they're the only neighbors that you can address as like atypical American. Like you're a bit of an ass. you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm
a New York dick.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
And I respect that.
Well, it's cultural, kind of.
It's classic.
Yes.
It's classic American.
You guys, culturally, Canadians are very nice. New Yorkers, specific. Canada is like culturally all one thing. New York is very different. Texas, these people are way too nice. Come on in. You want sweet tea? Y'all don't pay this time. Get me next time.
Yeah.
Tell people about my restaurant. Biscuits on me. You know, it's like they're very easy to take advantage of. I'm going to come down here and make a lot of money.
Well, I want to go back to 2000.
Me too. When we were both younger and there was more hope in the world.
Well, let's talk about hope in the world.
Yes. Hope in...
I got a scholarship, an education
to Harvard. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it was a janitor. They called it a scholarship.
Yeah, you started doing equations on the wall, and then they wrote a movie about you.
My mentor and friend Mark Breslin told me in 1999 that they were in the early stages of starting a comedy program in Toronto and having a sister program in New York.
Yeah.
And I went to the summer program to learn how to learn how to write screenplays and sitcom. I wanted to learn how to take all my madness and put it into some sort of structure.
Yeah.
And I knew that this, as much as I hated school, that at least this was like a 50-50. This is something I was passionate about. And sitting in a classroom studying screenplays and sitcoms and structure and TV language and so on and so forth turned out to be, well, they tried to kick me out after. 3 months in, I got a scholarship. And
Why did they try to kick you out?
Because I was overtaking the classrooms.
What
Hijacking the
You were a ball of energy
status.
then, and it was all focused into comedy. You'd write everything in your book, and you were very meticulous. You treated it like a job.
Yeah, well, it was the first time that I had a job that I cared about.
And you were. I remember your first half-hour special.
Hour.
Was it an hour?
Hour.
Okay, it was. They called
was
it
doing
in
1
New York
hour.
time. It was a half hour. In Canadian, it was an hour. We have different measurements, right? You use the Celsius, we use the Fahrenheit. We use half hour. You use an hour. So it was an hour Canadian.
No, you use
An
any
hour Canadian.
measuring stick that complements your position.
But you were a little fucking skateboardy looking fairy. You had that. You had that blonde. You had that little blonde alfalfa. You were wearing your skateboarding pants.
Look at you. You.
I'm a fat fucking middle-aged asshole.
No, you
I'm a
are
Greek.
now. But that's the only thing. But you're not.
But you were.
You just got fat.
Yeah, I'm just joking with you. But you were very funny. You were physically. It was a lot of physical comedy. I went back and watched it. Not recently, but kind of recently. And yeah, a lot of times I didn't even know like what you were just telling stories about Manolis's dad or making noises like a donkey. But
Yeah.
you were the type of guy who could get laughs without really telling a joke because you were so physically gifted and you're moving around.
Because I didn't know what
Because you didn't know
structure.
Yeah.
And that's why I was.
They were structured. It was just heavy physical. You were a very funny comedic vehicle.
Well, Jim Carrey was the catalyst for all that, for just the.
He was a big influence on you.
Big time.
Yeah. He was a big influence on a lot of people. I mean, he's the king.
In Living Color.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. The greatest. He's maybe the funniest. Him and Robin Williams probably the funniest like comedic actors. Will Ferrell.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
anybody that had a root in stand-up comedy. But listen, fuck that. Those guys made it.
Yes. And we're sitting on your couch in some fucking dungeon.
Bring in the skin cats. He
Yeah.
wants to come again.
There's some hot girls at the pool downstairs, but I need my glasses to see them.
Hey, I like it when you lean over the balcony to look at the girls. Your tits hang over the railing.
Yeah. Girls,
What do you
lay
weigh?
right there.
Are you got to be 190?
Thank you.
Are you over 200?
Yeah, I'm over 200.
Holy
I'm a
shit.
meaty Greek.
Yeah, you've always been. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I saw the way you go into a diner.
I'm about 210.
You're 210.
Yeah, I'm about 210.
I'm about 165.
I know. I'll pick you up and throw you right over this balcony. I mean, you weigh as much as my wife.
Is your wife?
No, 160's good. You're a skinny kid. You're a healthy kid. Your heart rate is 43.
I'm 50
You're
years
dead.
old.
You got the heart rate of a corpse. I still can't believe it. We're talking, but I'm still wondering about. You have a 46. Your heart rate goes down to 46 at resting.
Yeah.
Do you get cold?
Down to
Do you ever
42.
do you get cold hands?
No. I'm very active.
Yeah.
You know, I walk. But Humber College.
Yeah, Humber.
You're in New York.
Where it all started.
And,
that fucking scam, Humber.
I remember that the last day at the little bar, and everyone was doing impressions of the faculty, and I think you did. What was it, Alan Gutman?
No, I did. Stephen Rosenfield when he would do
Stephen
that.
Rosen.
He would do
the
that.
Notion.
The Notion. Yeah,
I still see him pop up on various media things.
I've run into him a few times.
I loved him.
Nice guy. It was a nice idea. That comic started to rebel at the end was appropriate because we were supposed to have some big industry showcase, and it was just a
Caroline's.
massive bringer show.
Yeah.
So you're dealing with comedians, so we're rebels anyway. So of course we pick up on that, and we started fucking shitting on them and rebelling. I was one of those people. You know, we just kind of fucking. It was a.
We were playing our position as comics.
Yeah, that's what comics do, and it was kind of like a fucking scam. It was a fun year. To like perform and stuff like that. And back then there was no internet. The internet was just beginning.
Yeah.
There was like AOL chat room. We're talking about 2000.
I think YouTube had porn on it at that time.
There was nothing. So it was like, this was your opportunity to perform and learn things. And you couldn't just shoot your own shit yet. That happened right after Humber, but that was the beginning. I was early. Me and Jesse started shooting shit in like 2001 or 2000.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were a big sketch guy. And So 2000, they tell us in the beginning of the program that there's a New York program.
Yeah.
And there's just as many. It's a slightly smaller program by 5 or 6 students. And we were going to join forces and do a big industry showcase in New York City. So while we were working on our sketches and stand-up, so were you guys. And then Ann Beats came in.
Yeah.
And
Is she alive still?
yeah, she had a baby.
Huh?
Ann Beats had a baby.
Not recently.
Yeah, maybe 6 years ago, maybe.
What?
Yeah.
Wasn't she like 40 then? 50
Yeah,
then?
she's an older lady.
She's like 70 now.
Probably.
She had a baby?
I reached out to her when I was in LA.
Yeah.
Ann Beats was my only LA friend. She was very nice. When I'd first gone there, she'd come out to my shitty open mics with me. I'm with Ann Beats.
Well, the people who don't know
At
Ann
Ann
Beats,
Beats.
she was like the first female writer for SNL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I don't know what it is about that lady, but I love her.
Yeah.
She was cool as shit.
Maybe it's her comfortable pussy.
All right, now you're being rude.
Rude.
That's a mother.
Yeah. And you fit in her comfortable pussy. I just wanted to say comfortable pussy.
I think
nobody ever calls pussy a comfortable. We're like, how it was a good pussy? Nobody ever goes, it was a comfortable pussy.
Anything that feels that good is going to hurt you in the end.
Yeah.
There's a yin to the yang.
Always.
You know,
There's a hangover to all things. That's why you got to strive for balance.
I only come on dead things. Sorry, on the inside.
Right.
Humber, New York.
Yeah.
We do that.
Yeah.
I remember taking it was probably my first trip to New York City, and we were in one of those small New York style elevators that were a little bigger than a fridge.
That's the first time I saw it. And that elevator was like it was like a freight elevator that like
packed.
Yeah. And
I knew there was no, when they, okay, everyone get in, we can fit a couple more. And I'm like, this is a perfect time to pull down my pants.
No, what you did was you were talking to the elevator because it was like a real shitty elevator that kind of chugged along.
So slow, yeah.
And you're going, with my Jason Russell, you're going, you can do it, you little whore, come on.
Pull it.
Come on, girl. You can make it, you little cocksucker. You're talking to the elevator like it was like you were fucking it.
I've never been in an elevator that felt like it was being pulled up by people by hand.
You were just, come on, you can do it, you little fucking whore. Come on. And so it was just hilarious. It was funny. It was making people laugh in the elevator. And then shortly after that, what you would do, you'd do this thing where you would take your balls and pull them over your belt. And you'd go, you'd go, I burned myself. You go,
Again.
look, you do that. You would do that to even like our teachers, the older people. And it was very funny. You were very
indecent exposure.
You were funny. You were a guy who was always on, I would say.
Yes.
Yeah. And then until you do cocaine and then you get quiet, which is the opposite of what people usually do on cocaine.
Well, that's the thing. It's the Ritalin for the ADD kid.
Yeah.
You take meth and then you chill out.
Yeah.
Because it forces your brain to take on a certain frequency.
Yeah.
And it just kind of hums in that spot.
Yeah.
Opposed to having a bag of squirrels run around in your head.
Yeah, but you're the type of guy.
Have you ever done hard drugs? No. What
I
is
did
that?
mushrooms once.
I knew when I saw that
That's not
crown of thorns tattooed under your arm that I was like, oh, this guy's fucking
this guy parties.
loser.
No, I
I
don't.
remember you explaining to me, I only had enough money for half of Jesus.
Yeah, $50.
Yeah, you got that tattoo maybe
God,
months before I met you.
Microwave DiGiorno pizza from the hotel last night is not. It's really messing up. I'm really assaulting your couch right now.
It's frozen DiGiorno pizza is disgusting.
Yeah, but I had to eat something last night.
Yeah, well, try a piece of fruit.
Maybe you can't get a piece of fruit at 3 a.m. in this fucking town because it's not New York and they don't have delis or whatever.
Hey, maybe go and buy a bag of oranges and bring them to your hotel room and put them in your fridge.
You know what I like about you? There's a huge dichotomy because you're a healthy guy, and then at night you're a lady of the night.
Well, do my vampire shit,
and then you come home and you're fucking a vegan.
I've never been, but
I'm sorry, but I'm assaulting your couch with farts right now.
I know. Well, if you knew what happened on that couch about an hour ago, you wouldn't even open your mouth around it. Okay, because that's not nicotine stains.
How many
on the
windows
armors.
have you shit on?
Windows?
How many windows or bathtubs in hotels have you shit on?
1,000.
Yeah.
1,000.
Yeah.
Easily.
It's kind of like your signature, like Picasso used to sign napkins.
Yeah.
If you stayed in a hotel room, you shit in a bathtub, it's just Jason Rouse has been here.
Are you jealous?
Yeah. I'm
See,
jealous.
I think you live slightly vicariously. Like, you go see a rodeo and you see the guy get kicked off and break his neck, and you're like, okay, kids, it's time to go home. He's dead.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about me that I just had to accept.
2 fingers.
I'm mentally stable. But I am I'm closer. Like I need to keep my mind. Like I can't smoke weed. I can't do anything like that just because I'm way too sensitive. I get way too anxious, way too paranoid. It's just the way I'm wired. So like if anything, I do downers. Like I do like,
alcohol.
Yeah, but I barely drink. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't even barely drink anymore. But Yeah, I'm just not a guy who can alter my state. It's not. Every time I've done it, it's been like, that's not good for me.
Yeah, but it's practice. It's like yoga.
No. I think people react different. I think some people, everyone has a different constitution, and it's like some people can do it. I'm definitely not one of the people who should be doing it. Because my mind is wild.
Oh, your mind's wild?
Yeah.
Your mind's wild.
My mind is like my mind needs to know what reality is.
Yeah, but what is reality?
2 + 2 = 4. Jason Rouse is fucking.
No, there's no perception.
Sitting in front of me.
This whole thing is a long-winded hallucination.
I can't wait to wake up.
There's no waking up.
Yeah.
It just wakes out.
I like that. Instead of dead, we call it wakes out.
Yeah.
But with a Canadian accent.
Did I have an oot in there?
You can't help it. You're a fucking Canadian whore.
No, I'm not ashamed. Actually,
Yeah.
I am now. Well, let's get into that.
Why? Oh, yeah, because of the
Canada.
lockdowns?
Yeah, because of the stupidity.
Yeah.
Not only in Canada, but in the rest of the world. You're pretty plugged in.
I'm plugged in, but I got to wake out.
You got to wake out.
Yeah, I got to wake out.
I didn't. You're leaning into it. I don't say.
I
wake
always
out.
lean into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, this is a 20 years thing we've been doing.
I haven't lived.
I see you and I go, ugh, or I go out and about. Yeah, it's the same thing. And you go, Tony Danza. Yeah, it's the same. We've been doing it for 20 years.
Jean-Claude Van Danza. Remember that? Jean-Claude. I remember there's a video somewhere of us walking around in New York and of you saying, look at me. I look at world. I know you didn't want me, but here I am.
Here I am, Jason Rouse.
And I
painted
really,
over the pain. I came up with painted over the pain for you.
That's right.
All the tattoos, just painting over the pain.
Paint. There's no painting. It's a. These are badges.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, you're a sensitive kid who.
I'm 50-year-old serial killer.
Yeah, but you're a sensitive kid. You're a sensitive kid that found comedy and you painted over the pain. Bring out the clouds.
Oh, I want your dad's clown picture.
Yeah, I gave it to a friend. I got another one, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all over the place.
But that's what makes the Safe Word podcast great. Other podcasts are very structured. What did you gonna dress like that? Look like you and come in with with note cards?
Sorry, my headphones aren't working. Could you say that again?
Yeah. People don't come here for an organized Letterman type interview.
Sometimes.
Okie dokie.
I think you have me framed in a place
as a faggot.
All right, let's go to commercial.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I meant that. You can't say that word these days.
You can say whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, on the Safe Word podcast, you can.
You can.
Okay.
What words? Isn't that like the equivalent to book burning? It's not saying words.
Yeah, kind of. It's similar. Yeah. Especially that word when you're like, it doesn't even mean that anymore. It doesn't even mean gay anymore. You know, it doesn't mean it's not even a slur towards a gay. It's like the word's changed. It means it's something funny you call your friend when he has a salad, or like
yeah, that's a
you don't
New
even
York
think
thing.
about gay. Like when I say that, whenever I've said that word,
it's gay if you put cum on your salad.
Yeah, yes.
That's the only.
But yeah,
but even then,
it's
maybe
just
you're
a fun phonetic word that kind of means something else now. It has nothing to do with your sexual preference anymore.
Well, not only that, it's because there is a resistance to it that it's fun to aggravate and provoke.
Yeah,
and it's as moderately. It's the least you can do without getting sent to jail.
It's also just that's not the way to do it to get rid of words. You let the meaning of them change. That's what you do. It's like nobody cares about if you could. Like for example, I have a joke about this, but it's true. Nobody cares about the word cocksucker. You can call anyone a cocksucker. I could be on this podcast calling you a cocksucker.
Yeah, because who doesn't want their cock sucked?
No, but the meaning has changed. It just means asshole. It doesn't. It started as a pejorative about being gay, and now nobody thinks about it. And anytime I bring that point up, they go, "That's a good point," because it is. So it's like,
what if two girls are calling each other cocksuckers?
It's hilarious. Nobody, yeah. It's like, but I could sit there and call you a
If
cocksucker.
a lesbian gets called a cocksucker,
then
she'd probably be upset.
She'd be upset, yeah. So I guess it's contextual.
Is it their N-word?
I think even her would know it means asshole because it's changed. It's like the N-word with the A on the end. that doesn't mean that anymore.
But that's such a broad stroke. It's your relationship to the person that you're dealing with directly carries the intent behind what they're saying. So to generalize,
and more so the context.
yeah.
Not just the relationship with the person, but the context.
If
If you're going this
somebody's-
N-word over here, this N-word here, I love this guy. Obviously, that means something different than hey,
Look,
how you doing?
The worst case scenario is probably the Bible.
Best case scenario for me.
You're not.
I'm religious.
Are
enough.
you still a believer?
I am a believer.
I think out of fear.
No,
And your upbringing.
I don't know. I'm a guy who just doesn't know. I don't know. I don't claim to know.
No one knows.
I'm this close to worshiping the devil just to give it a try.
There's nothing. Have you ever taken a look
At the devil.
at any of the literature based on Satanism?
Yeah.
No, you haven't.
Yeah.
I saw you reach for the punchline. You haven't.
It's
You-
some
you're,
guy-
You're an ignorant asshole.
You guys got some fucking
You guys,
Joseph Smith
it's,
guy.
It's me, and that's
you
it.
devil worshiper.
There's no worship. You
Yeah.
just anything that is authentically yours is a rival against anybody else's belief system.
But what is yours if this is all just a fucking illusion?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't have any religion.
Yeah. Clearly.
I don't.
I know.
What's religion? It's like a card trick.
Yeah.
Anyone
You
can
gotta
do
start
it.
a- yeah, you gotta
Anyone
start-
can do it.
You got to appreciate the hustle of these
I
guys.
want to see the X-Men shit where the fuckers are
wanna
walking on water and
You want
stuff.
to go to the movies?
I'd love to go to the movies.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go fucking see the X-Men.
Mortal Kombat's out this weekend.
Yeah. You want to go on a date? Hold hands? See
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
No one would point at us if we held hands.
Yeah. Here's the difference between me
They're
and
like,
Jason
"Oh."
Rouse. This is how free Jason Rouse is.
Free.
Free. We could walk. If we said, I challenge you to hold hands, who's going to freak out first? You would do it all the way until I go, I can't do this anymore. I got to get rid of your hand.
What would be the breaking point for you to break?
It just
hold
would
my
feel
hands?
too awkward. I don't want to touch a guy.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You don't think about touching a guy. You just think about sharing a space with somebody.
I don't want to touch you at all.
Well, you've obviously brought sexuality into physical contact.
Yeah.
You assume that you're touching somebody you have to fuck when. That's your fucking problem.
Yeah, that's something.
Faggot.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens. I pick up oranges, I put my dick in them. Anything I touch, I put my dick in.
No, but and I had to separate some of this from myself as like, and pornography fucks with your head and all these other things that put your psychology askew because you start to adopt certain things that are not really good for your well-being.
I always wondered what a 50-year-old Jason Rouse would be like, and now I know.
50 and
Words of wisdom from Jason Rouse.
I've been around, Yannis.
You have more than been around, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me ask, so you think pornography is bad for you?
No, I don't think anything's bad for you. If it's... Look,
So nothing's bad for you. Cigarettes?
it's up to you. What's bad for you is like... Look, there's nothing bad or good. This is all these human measuring sticks. There's no bad. There's some smokers that live to be 100.
My dad lived to 91. He smoked for like 60 years.
There you go. You never see his picture on the package.
But he's a very vast minority.
For sure.
Now, so if I go into a place and go to break into someone's house and take my dick out, start jerking it, and kill everyone in the house, is that bad?
I don't know.
Yes, it is. It's bad.
Yeah, but if the people in those houses had raped and killed your children and wife, and you wanted to retaliate, I'd say that was justified.
Yeah. To anyone listening, I'm playing. This is a character piece I'm doing. I'm saying crazy things because I'm playing a character of Jason Rouse's friend. It's a character piece. It's all comedy.
Stick to the script, shit lips.
It's crazy how you got to like. Yeah, and I just do that I satirize the times now by saying it's a character piece.
Well, just to put some comfort in your heart, if you and your wife die, I'll raise your child as my own.
You were the first in line to be the godfather.
I would. I'm the only one that's probably relatively competent and would take it serious.
If we die, God forbid, yeah,
Honestly, I know. I see you rolling through your eyes, and you're like, you know what? He's right.
That would be a sitcom. That's your sitcom idea.
You and your wife commit suicide.
know.
Oh no, you die in a tragic accident on holiday.
No,
and the
it's not
baby's
us.
left.
Yeah, whatever. It's like your brother, God forbid. This is just fictional, obviously, or like cousin or something dies. You don't know you're the godfather. You're you, and now you got to raise this kid. You know, while you're doing cocaine at night, still riding a skateboard,
no,
acting like an absolute fucking teenager at 50.
There's none of
That's
that.
a fucking sitcom.
No one would watch that.
Are you kidding me? I'd watch that in a second. You'd be like, hey, can you just watch you're in a crack house, so like, can you just watch this baby for a second? Will I go blow some lines with this hooker?
It's training day with an infant.
It's hilarious. It's training day with an infant. You're like, I'm going to do a horse tranquilizer, and you tell the baby, can you make sure this hooker doesn't steal my wallet? I'd watch that fucking scene.
The opening scene is...
If you got a 3-year-old watching your wallet while you take a shower with a hooker and you do a horse tranquilizer?
Camera comes up, classic music, and it shows somebody changing a baby's diaper, and then next to the baby is a loaded gun on the table.
Love it. Here's the problem with the devil worship. It's all about the ego. And I tell you, the ego is man's biggest asset and biggest flaw. Because
To who?
It prevents us, the ego prevents us from seeing ourselves as we are, not the way we wish ourselves to be. So that's why it's important to accept Jesus into your heart.
No.
Accept Jesus.
No.
How funny would that
The
be?
ego is what gets you from A to B. That's how you use it.
That's you resisting. That's you holding on.
No.
You gotta
Listen,
let
you're
go.
silly. You don't
Submit
first of
yourself
all,
to Jesus.
If we had a
Submit yourself to Jesus.
listen, you're probably more of a sinner than I am in the biblical sense.
Well, if gay is a sin, yes.
No,
If gay is a sin, for sure. Me more than you. I think you're straighter than me. Yeah.
have you? Well, you're Greek, so you're like.
Have I hooked
20%.
up with guys? A few.
No. You would be.
Were they wearing wigs or on hormones? Yeah.
I would. Have you ever had a man like kiss you?
No, but a dog I have had kiss me.
You've had a dog kiss you?
Yeah.
Where?
Let me ask you, on the scale of being from a small island, what's morally worse? Fucking your cousin or an animal? Morally.
Your cousin.
Cousin's worse. So you put, like, if I banged a sheep, I agree with you.
First of all, if you banged a sheep.
The sheep doesn't know.
Yeah, well, first of all, why are you banging sheep?
Because there's just not that many holes available.
Yeah, but be
that
more
you're not
of a man.
related to.
Like, why not like a feral cat or something that there's some sort of fight.
Jason
a sheep
Rouse
isn't going to do anything.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, you're telling me how to fuck animals?
Yeah, I was about to say, if you don't think someone in your lineage, because you have like that, and we all wear our genetics we wear like the life of our ancestors on our face. You come from like British, like Scotland, like you're fucking.
You think so?
Yeah, your ancestors like fucking crawling out of pubs, going like kicking dogs, going fuck yeah, get here, hey lady, come here.
Because my grandmother's Irish and my grandfather's English.
Yeah, you're one of those like you're not one of the. You didn't come from these. Jason, would you like tea?
You don't know that.
You're like, give me a pint, mate.
If I had to put what is it, the 21andMe shit?
Yeah.
Are you full Greek?
I am. I have Turkish in there. I have Italian in there, but yeah, I have nothing really else. I'm mostly Greek, Italian, but we moved around there.
You can tell by looking at you.
I'm a Mediterranean, swarthy Turkish fuck.
You're a rape baby from 100 years ago.
It's true. I'm a little product of rape.
There was a lot of pop on
which
that.
is why I'm so morally flexible, and I can hang out with you. And
Are you morally flexible?
I'm here with you.
No.
The cops told me don't do it. I'm breaking the law.
I think you like to visit the zoo. You just don't want to fucking buy the T-shirt.
Well, yeah.
You're
My
normal.
wife's calling.
Well,
I can't
block her.
take it. Yeah.
Tell her.
Hold on.
You're in jail.
Brittany, I'm doing a podcast. Can I call you back?
I didn't know. Sorry.
It's all right. I love you.
I didn't know. I'm sorry. Nice.
Of course, we're comedians. That's our job, is to visit the zoo and report what we see.
Well, what happens if you want to live in the zoo?
Then I think your comedy suffers.
From living in the zoo?
Yes. Our job is to stay outside the zoo, observe it. That's why I hate when...
But the gatekeepers put up the fence at the zoo.
But
that's not my line of where the zoo stops. So fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
No, fuck you.
That's what I say. You can't tell me where the zoo starts.
Well, you can't tell me where it doesn't start.
No, the whole thing's a zoo.
Exactly.
You can put up bars and cages, but the monkeys still throw their shit on the other side.
Exactly. Yeah. And you like to get in there with the monkeys and throw shit at each other.
You like to see where the fence is so that you can stand on morally. Are you playing with your mud flap?
I'm playing with my mud flap right
Who's
now.
got a bumper for their dick? Like, what the fuck?
You know what my dick...
I don't know how you got your wife pregnant because I know how big your dick is. And why are you wearing an old canoe strap as a belt? What the fuck is that? You're really giving up.
You know what's going on is when I look down at my dick, it looks like a turtle head, and this looks like the shell.
Does she ever just kind of like,
She doesn't want anything to do with it.
No, I mean you as a specimen. Like, does she ever go, you know what, I think we're going to get all the mirrors removed from the house. I think it's just better for us to ignore.
Yeah, I think... but
you're just a slob.
She pours acid into her eyes every day. She doesn't want to see this anymore.
But she does, I think, love you.
Of course. And we're busy. When you have a kid...
No. I know lots of professional athletes that have more than one child.
Well, they have the money to have other people raise it. But no, you have to... Having a child is like, it takes energy to raise it.
Yeah, I know, but it's also time management. You can get up in the morning and go for a walk.
Spoken by a true experienced dad.
I've raised
the
children.
only thing you've raised is the turds out of the toilet and thrown them in the bathtub.
I have been around young children. I'm the only person that actually gets on the floor and interacts with them as humans.
Yeah. You're the only person who interacts with children as humans?
Well, people have I can play.
Oh, you can play.
I can change.
Two can play at that
I can
game.
change my
sex, gender,
psychology so that I can interact with kids in a language. There's a lot of miming and things like that. You have none of these perceptions.
No, totally. I mean, you're a highly sought after
child worker.
Yeah, all the preschools are trying to book you to get in there.
Well,
get on the floor and work with kids.
You're wrong once again.
I'm judging you by your appearance.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I worked in schools.
Especially, you counting your friendship.
Sex trafficking.
You're counting your friendship with your old friend. I mean, that would...
No, I worked as a teacher's assistant in a kindergarten.
Wow. Canada really doesn't mind looking at criminal records, huh?
It was part of a co-op.
That was before background checks.
Yeah, there'd be no way I'd be getting in there now. There's too many stipulations.
Yeah. I know you, so I would leave my kid with you.
Of course you would.
Yeah, but I know you.
Yeah.
So I'm not the problem, man. People look at you and they judge you, okay?
Why do you think I'm subjected to so much judgment?
Society's norms. I don't
So
think
what?
I
could be in a room saying nothing and sitting in a shadow corner and still be subjected to stereotypes and...
Yeah, because you're a guy who lives in the extremes, and that works for you. But society,
how do I live in extremes?
You did cocaine last night. You're 50.
I'm a free spirit person. So why is that a challenge to your
It's not a
traditional
challenge
values?
to me. I'm a comic, but in order for society to continue, we all can't do that. We got to keep. Otherwise, it
What
just
do you
ends.
can't do that? I work 20 hours a day
at a coffee shop.
I haven't had a day job in 20 years. I haven't had a day job.
It's a
in
joke,
20
you
years.
fucking. It's a joke.
I couldn't work in a coffee shop unless it was in the back.
Right, selling drugs out the back door.
Okay, here we go. You're judging me.
I'm making jokes. You triggered little pansy.
Listen, you're drunk.
I'm hungry.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, I mean, look at my stomach. What do you think?
Yeah, what is it? You're just wasting away at 250 pounds.
Fucking eat. I'm an eater.
No, because it's...
Did you have COVID?
It's your way of finding love.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
It's totally-
my way of painting over the pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just all painting
That's more socially acceptable.
Do you want to cry? You want to have a good cry right now?
I'm not afraid.
I am very afraid of my emotions.
I've never seen you cry.
I cried. I cried at my friend Angelo Lozato's funeral.
Well, how recent was that?
Very recent. That's a sad thing. I cry. What are you talking about? I cry at fucking Titanic.
Yeah, but that's because you're half queer.
Right.
Why would you? I've never seen Titanic, so that's
Right.
what kind of lifestyles we're living. I've never seen Titanic.
I know.
But I've met Billy.
Billy Zane?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a Greek, by the way.
Is he?
Yeah.
Very nice guy.
Yeah, he cut his last name. Yeah.
Why is it so, like, you're American, but yet you still wave a Greek banner?
I don't really, but it's Greeks are.
They love you. The Greeks do. They love you.
Well, some love me, some hate me. My character is not flattering. Actually, the
How many-
thing I've probably got
Two
the
or three characters?
Oh, at this point, there's a lot, but two of them that got popular.
Yeah.
Earlier.
Mr. Panos?
Mr. Panos and Maurisa.
Maurisa.
Maurisa got
I
much.
never understood Marisa, but I'm not.
You're not from New York.
I'm not from New York, and where's she from? Latina,
She's like, yeah, Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
So that's a very New York character, and it was only big in a few markets like Miami. It was huge. New York. It was huge. Little LA. I sold out.
And look at you were kind of ahead of the curve,
Very much so.
right? Like by 5-6 years,
10 years.
10 years,
10
right?
years.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, here's the thing. That was
Which
Panos-
is a trans Latina.
right. She's a trans character.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that was before trans people even knew what it was. And also, we were ahead of the curve in working on the internet, having a studio, me and Jesse, and making videos and making money that way. But we didn't really pursue it. And now I used to be hard on myself for not doing that. But now I look back and I go, you know what? The internet wasn't really, it wasn't really monetized yet.
No.
There was no Patreon. Google AdSense was just starting.
Yeah.
Like the way that we cashed in was really live. So that's what we
Views.
did. We did live shows, made money. Now the internet is monetized. Patreon, Google Ads, people advertise
Yeah, you
on
don't even
your
have to go
podcast.
on the road with the character anymore. You can do it all in studio.
You don't. Yeah, I mean, there's people who have podcasts now. I'll put it this way: you can't even make the money. You cannot. Very few people can even make the money on TV that certain people online are making much more money than people on TV.
13-year-old kids playing video games are making $1 million a month.
Yeah, you can't. The TV doesn't even pay well.
What is that
anymore.
conversation like when your kid is making $20 million a year playing video games on the internet?
Yeah, I mean, it's
And the
crazy.
parents come in and go, listen, you're playing too many video games. You're going to push us out of our own family. Like,
Yeah.
you can have your parents tortured and killed in front of you. Would you
Would I?
torture and kill your...
My parents?
Yeah.
Well, my parents, my father's passed away. My mother's, I'd say she's on the runway.
Yeah.
She's in the plane and we're ready for takeoff. Mm-hmm. But she's 80. My mom's 88.
Yeah, you fuckers live like...
Greeks hang on.
Yeah.
We hang
I
on.
remember you told me we don't age, we fall apart.
Yeah, we just fall apart. Like our bodies just, the mind goes, the body holds on, or the body goes and the mind holds on. Greeks are, we hang on. We're an ancient people with an ancient culture. So there's a lot of things in our culture that you learn. Like culture has a big part to do with success. That's why I think the Jews are very successful. They're ancient culture. The Asians now, you see the way they're crushing it. They're an ancient culture. It has nothing to do with race as much as culture and values and what you value, education. Greeks in the diaspora that have emigrated to countries, value education. But the Greeks do have something called philoptimo that only really Greeks know about. Philoptimo. And it's just
It almost sounds like a Swedish word almost.
yeah, it does. Philoptimo. Yeah, it does.
Philoptimo.
Philoptimo. And philoptimo, there's no real translation for it, but it's an unspoken Greek thing, which it's like
There's a Viking law in Scandinavia that's...
Yantiloven?
That's
Yeah.
it, yes.
Yeah, totally different than the Yantiloven. Yantiloven is like you're no better than nobody else and think about the group. It's a little bit communist. The philoptimo is honor, principles,
Machismo.
moderation, truth, veracity, loyalty.
Diabetes.
So that's, I think, what makes the Greeks sort of destructive in peacetime, but vicious as defensive fighters.
Yeah, 100 years ago, yes. Now it's just a bunch of chain-smoking cops at a gas station.
We are the Al Bundy of countries. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're always talking about the glory days and yet now. But throughout history, Greeks have preserved their culture. We were slaves to Turks for 400 years. The Germans came in for 4. The Romans enslaved us. People don't often think of that, but yeah, that's what happened. The Romans.
But do you like when you go to Greece, and I'm sure you've been a dozen times, do they embrace you? Or are you an American asshole with a Greek flag
If you don't
on your
speak
shirt?
Greek, you're not fully embraced.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not.
You understand it, but you can't speak it.
I don't even really understand it that well.
See,
I'm a
you're so
fake Greek.
American. You're a total fraud.
How you doing? I'm an American. Welcome. Yeah, that's what people hear when you go, how you doing? When I
Yeah.
go to Canada, you guys just hear that. Can I get a pack of cigarettes, please?
Remember your first trip?
To Canada?
And I was bragging about how great it was, and then my comedian friend had that guy pinned down that got stabbed.
Unbelievable moment, yeah. That was after I took, it's crazy to think about when I was so broke. Like, I took the train to Toronto.
From New York?
From New York. You picked me up at the train
8 hours?
station.
Yeah.
8 hours. It's fucking 12 or 13 hours.
Okay. That's not bad, though.
That's
Sitting on a train.
For 12 hours?
If you got an internet connection and a good bulk.
This was back then. I think I had like a Dell computer. There's no plug, so I was able to watch like 30 minutes of a movie. Then I just sat on a fucking train. And you do it because you don't know what anything better is. But yeah, it's like once you...
How much money did you save on a 13-hour train ride opposed to a 3-hour
It's
flight?
just fucking stupid.
$7?
I'm just... Yeah, but it's cheaper, obviously. But then, that was that time I took the train. You picked me up the train. That was my first time in Toronto. And you were telling me how safe it was. We got on a bus. We went down to Queen Street.
Yeah.
And you were telling me how safe it was. You were pointing out, like, this is like a ghetto. And I was like, that's a ghetto?
Yeah.
So it was so nice. And how safe it was and nothing happens. Then we're walking down Queen Street. As we're turning a corner, one of your friends is holding down
A female comedian recognizes me. Well, the guy's bleeding out against the wall, and she had the other guy pinned.
She had the other guy pinned, and the guy had a knife.
Yeah.
So we helped pin the guy.
No, I go, no. We were like, do you need help? She goes, no. She had him face down on the ground.
No, we helped, and
Did we?
other people helped. Yeah.
Okay.
Like other people coming along, we helped, and we
pinned
all
him.
kind of pinned him until the cops came.
I was going to boot him in the face.
He stabbed someone.
in the stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah. She goes, this guy stabbed this guy.
This fucking wild.
Female comic.
Yeah, who is she, by the way?
Martina Gabriel.
Is she still doing it?
No, she hasn't probably done that since probably around that time. I think I hadn't seen her in a while, and then she's holding a guy.
She was strong to hold him down.
Yeah, she doesn't fuck around.
Yeah,
There's some Canadians fuck you up.
Yeah, a lot of them. You guys are big, husky, burly kids.
And healthcare, you can beat the fuck out of each other and just go to the hospital.
Yeah. I mean, that was a wild experience. That was
know.
crazy. That was my first
And you
real...
wanted to see indigenous native people, and I go, there's 2 of them drinking mouthwash in that doorway.
Yeah.
And you were like, whoa.
Yeah.
And I go, I know, it's pretty sad.
Why were they drinking? Because there's alcohol in it or something. Yeah. Yeah.
No, because they had tonsillitis. That's why they were drinking mouthwash. Holy shit.
But that was an experience. And then like we went to one of those pizza show. I mean, the pizza in Canada is just fucking shit.
Well,
It's just
pizza.
garbage.
No,
Yeah.
no. Stop. There's Italian people that would find that very offensive.
Where's the pizza there?
There's
Toronto, maybe.
There's big, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Look
It's
at you've got hardcore Italian restaurants, especially in Toronto, where
Yes.
you can get a proper slice, but because of the franchises, it dominates. We'll just pop in here and get a pizza slice. My friend calls it grease wheel.
It's gross.
That's gross.
Yeah, but Toronto is a great city. It's like New York.
Well, Canada was a great country.
Yeah.
Now it's communist.
Yeah.
What do you think? What are your? I know you probably just.
I think it needs a. I think it. I'm a guy who leans to the left that thinks that needs things culturally, at least culturally, need a little tug to the right We should always have balance. The left and right play very important roles in perpetually vacillating to keep us moving, because sometimes things call for a little bit more of a left solution. Sometimes things call for a little bit more of a right solution to keep it moving. Right now, I would say, as an outside observer who doesn't have a dog in the race, which I try to always.
Oh, you're a total dog racer.
No, I try to. I don't vote. I try to criticize both sides.
Oh, you don't vote?
No.
Have you ever voted?
No.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that we have in common.
That's in comedy.
It.
Yeah.
Well, I do comedy. I don't know what you're doing.
I do TED Talks.
I'm very, very talented.
Yeah, you have a lot of talent, and I have none.
Very talented. No, you're good at your thing.
Yeah, my thing, which is just doing TED Talks.
You just yell at
I
people.
just fucking yell and take my dick out.
Throw a couple accents in there, walk on your hands.
Yeah. So, Canada, North America, culturally, things have gone off the rails. But I think the extreme left is really dominating the conversation, and it's become the norm. And that's not good because, that has sort of fathered in far left policies that,
there's not enough
in
people,
history, have not ended good.
There's not enough people in there to make a significant push in either direction. So you've got a lot of kicking and screaming babies with health care asking for somebody to pick them up. Now, there's been a little bit of a movement in the whatever you want to call right or left. But until someone gets shot, it doesn't carry any weight. Someone has to die.
Yeah, I don't know too much about what's going on up there. I just know that these lockdowns are not good at this stage with the vaccine out. You got to get people vaccinated.
You're vaccinated.
I'm vaccinated.
How do you feel about that?
I feel fine.
No, I know physically, but mentally.
Fine.
Don't you feel like you've been assaulted, raped?
Do you have a polio vaccine? Yeah.
No.
Of course you do.
I've never had
You're vaccinated for
nothing
polio.
go in. No.
Yeah, when you're a kid, they vaccinate you.
Not this kid.
Of course you were.
I wasn't vaccinated as a kid. I've never had any foreign objects injected through a syringe into my body.
Well, that's good. But I'm sure I think in North America, everyone got vaccinated.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I avoided it. And
But you're vaccinated for
I have
polio.
11 toes on each foot. Do you know
Do
that?
you?
Yeah.
Let me see.
No,
I've
I'm
seen
not-
your feet. You got that long middle toe that goes.
You do know the old
I
finger
can
toe.
recognize your feet. Yeah.
I know. It
Yeah.
looks like I grew up on a branch.
Yeah. You got like the long middle toe. Yeah.
It's the second over from the big toe is the bigger toe.
Yeah.
It actually looks like a child's penis
Yeah. You got a long little toe.
with a nail on it.
Yeah. You got a little sissy toe.
It's a sissy toe.
Why not?
Dude, I'm going to start playing the guitar with my feet.
Why the hell not? Yeah. You got finger feet.
I'm going to grow my toenails out and play flamenco in
Yeah.
restaurants. I'm having a
Restaurants. Yeah.
stroking out.
Yeah, you're stroking out because you're barely sliding into human. You're a chimp it's a play at the plate, and they had to go to instant replay.
No. I'm not at that end. I'm a futuristic, evolutionary individual.
You're a fucking genius.
I'm
you
the
and Mark
future.
Zuckerberg.
What's a Zuckerberg?
I don't know, fucking tech geeks.
Are you
they
doing
code.
jokes from 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Facebook jokes?
Well, he's still pretty relevant.
That's the
He
thing.
owns Instagram.
When you have a baby, you have arrested development in your pop culture references.
Totally.
Because you have to focus your energy into keeping the individual alive.
Nature. Yeah. Nature.
How does that
Nature.
feel?
You're a guy who likes Satan. Satan worships nature, right? Like crocodiles eating shit. It's the most natural thing you can do.
Yeah.
It's what I learned is like there is no meaning beyond that. So it's like strawberries, string beans, rats, cockroaches, lions, cheetahs, everything reproduces. So the point of life is to just reproduce. That's the highest thing you can do here is just keep it going. I don't know why. And sometimes there is no why. It's like if you ask, like, why does a lion...
Oh, he's sitting up, everybody.
Yeah.
Here we go. Get your spoons ready. Here comes some bullshit.
No, why does a lion act like a lion? Why does it fucking, why is it an apex predator? Why does it kill rivals?
It's evolutionary.
It doesn't know, but it likes it.
But how do you know it doesn't know? Just because it doesn't have the same
Don't know.
communication
But whatever
skills.
it is, it likes it.
Maybe lions can read each other's minds.
What I'm saying is they can't. But
You sure?
Maybe.
I can read your mind.
They can sniff each other pretty well. But I think at the end of the day, sometimes the deepest answer is it likes it. It doesn't know. There is no answer. It just likes it. And that's it.
Does the lion know what like means? It just is.
It knows what likes means. It likes it. That's why it does it. It likes it. It does things it likes and it does things it doesn't like.
But a lion doesn't have any perception of what like is. It just is.
It feels it. It can't articulate it, but it likes it.
But it's not a conscious thought. It's in its being. It's a
feeling.
living thing.
It's a feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a feeling.
It's not a conscious decision to go, well, you know what? I feel like gazelle today.
No, but it likes gazelle. That's why it eats. It doesn't like hyena meat. That's why it doesn't eat that.
It doesn't eat hyena?
No.
They just bite their
They
spines
kill
in
them
half.
because they're a rival predator.
Yeah.
So they
Hyenas
kill each
are
other.
scary
Hyenas are the king. My favorite animal since I was little.
because they're
Because
fluent?
they're reality. I don't
Because they
need
have male
rela-
and female genitalia?
Yeah. They're a matriarchal society, so the women are bigger, the women run the show, and the women are more brutal, and they give birth out of a pseudo penis. They cackle, they cause chaos. They have the strongest bite force of any animal. They pulverize bone. Like when they eat an animal, they eat the complete animal. They're scavengers, wily hunters.
Is this why you like me? Because I embody all those characteristics?
You're not a female with a big pseudo penis.
I
How
do.
hilarious is that the women have pseudo penises?
I have a prolapsed rectum that looks like a pseudo penis. I actually can pick up sugar cubes off the table in my asshole. Ew.
Yeah. So I love hyenas. For me, they've always represented the truth, the cold, hard truth, and the truth is cold like the night.
But reptiles are even colder. You go dinosaur blood.
But it's not about cold like mean. It's like just reality. It's like reptiles.
Crocodiles aren't mean.
They're dinosaurs, dude. They're boring. They're so predictable. Predictable. That's what I love about hyenas. They're unpredictable. Their cheetahs are predictable. This is the perfect reason why I like hyenas.
Hyenas?
Hyenas.
Hyenas.
Lions
You
are
sound so Greek. It's a hyenas.
Yeah, lions are predictable. The way they hunt is predictable. They're straight. They were born strong, stronger than any animal in the Serengeti on the plains. Hyenas are by any means necessary. They're not as big as a lion. They use cunning. If they're trying to take down a buffalo, they'll bite them by the ball sack. They'll do whatever it takes. They'll start eating you while you're alive. They won't try to kill you like lions do. Lions are predictable. Hyenas are fucking always interesting. They cause chaos by cackling. They communicate by cackling. When they're nervous, they cackle. When they're trying to confuse an animal, they'll dust it up. Yeah. They'll trick. They employ chicanery to hunt. They hunt.
Schemers.
They do it all.
So you like them because they're like women.
I like them because they get the job. They're unpredictable.
But they also work as a team. There's not a lot of solo hyena. out
No,
there.
they run the gamut. So they work as a team. They work alone. They do whatever.
Is that your ideal reincarnation? Is
To be a hyena?
Yeah.
A bird, fucking eagle. God damn, they're
An
so
eagle?
beautiful. Or a red-tailed hawk.
So some sort of flying.
Oh, dude, hawks.
You want to fly?
I want to be a predator bird. They're so beautiful and regal.
Also a dinosaur.
Yeah,
Boring, as you said.
yeah, but gorgeous.
You just want to be
Or I'd be
sexy.
or a puma. Yeah, I want to be sexy and
See-
feminine, but a killer.
But you want to be smooth. You want to be everything that you're not.
Yes.
Like, there's no way that you could fly
No.
at the state that you're in right now. No matter how hard you flapped your arms, you could not fly.
No, yeah.
So
I want to
you-
be everything I'm not.
You want to be, you'd be a hawk.
Yeah. If we came back as a human, I would want to come back as a hot girl. That
Ew.
turns me on, that thought to think about. Maybe it's because I'm so
Yeah, but
attracted
your
to
pussy,
women.
you
I would fuck
abuse
myself.
It. Yeah, you'd ruin all your holes.
Yeah, I'd be a fucking whore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your pussy would be
That doesn't
just...
turn you on to come back as a woman and fuck yourself?
Why?
Why do you see that's you giving yourself limits? Who's the limitless one?
No, I can just treat my asshole like a woman. Why would I switch up bodies?
Yeah, are you still putting hairbrushes in your asshole?
We're recording.
I know.
Yeah, but I do it with the bristle end so I can feel it now.
Yeah, there you go.
Who puts a brush in their ass?
People who want to feel.
I think because you know that women masturbate with brush handles.
I didn't know that till I met you.
I've never had that problem because I only date women that have cancer.
You, yeah,
No brushing the hair.
yeah. Are you in love right now, Jason Ralph?
You know what?
How funny is Jiminy Glick?
Oh, great. Well, you know, Martin Short from my hometown, by the
Yes,
way. Hamilton.
yes.
Eugene Levy.
Yes, gods,
Legends.
legends, dude.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased. That was definitely, yeah, no, there's no, everything's going fine. And I was thinking today, actually, before you came on, I'm going, how could I ruin this? A girlfriend. I'm like happy, content, enjoying my time by myself. How could I fuck that? Girlfriend.
Yeah, because you're not a guy. You want to be free. You don't like to feel caged.
It's not even about being free. I'm just not a big fan of people.
Me neither.
Yet you've got two of them you can't escape now for the
It
rest
is-
of your life. Why would you do that to yourself?
It
Find
is-
all that love and unconditional.
Living for other people is very fulfilling.
Is it?
Yeah. We're too, especially comics. Oh, we're such fucking unbearable narcissists. Think about ourselves all day. Me. That's the beautiful thing about having a family.
Though. Why subject anybody to that? Just think about yourself.
Thinking about yourself is so. It's like thinking about a monkey with sneakers on. It's so uninteresting.
Yeah, but if you're an uninteresting person, no offense.
We're all uninteresting, man. We're all fucking uninteresting.
I'm probably one of the top 10 most interesting people you know.
Well, I'm glad you think highly of yourself.
Yeah, it's not about highly, but if you had to line up all your people that you've been in contact over the last 30 years, and you had to pick 10 of them,
Yeah.
that were the most interesting,
Yeah.
I would definitely
I've met
be
some
in there.
interesting people who've done
I
some
know you
interesting
did.
things, yeah.
I'm probably overextending
You
myself.
do
a
what
little
I
bit.
do. I wouldn't put any comic on the list. You'd be like, what do you do? Well, I went to Denmark and did shows. I'd be like, yeah, I mean, we all do that. We're comics. We stink.
I've been to 25 countries.
Yeah, so has fucking...
What you done? 10 countries?
So has fucking Lady Gaga. She's not interesting to me either.
You're comparing me to Lady Gaga.
You're both hot chicks.
She's got better legs than mine.
Yeah, but you got better tits.
She's not a very attractive woman.
She looks like an Italian girl from Long Island who won a contest.
totally. Yeah.
She just looks like a girl, Camille. Like
Yeah.
she looks like a girl named Camille that I used to date from Brooklyn when I was younger. She looks like every Italian girl I dated in Brooklyn
Is that
who went to Murrow.
Did you ever
Edward R.
run
Murrow.
into problems with the Italian family of the girl you were dating because you were Greek?
No, not back then. But those are the types of girls.
Yeah.
That's how they looked. You know, in Brooklyn, like they had that look. She's got that nose and kind of that hot Italian girl, but
Yeah.
she's got a schnoz on her.
What kind of, if I was going to marry something and start a family, give me a outline of what this lady might look like.
You're a woman.
Yo, look at your eyes light up.
Yeah.
Like, let me get into this.
Okay.
Yeah, get my woman. You put your coffee down too. Here we go, folks.
Well, what you would choose or what I would choose?
No,
Or both.
You would choose for comedic effect. But if it was, if you were say, look, the Rouses are coming over for dinner.
Yeah.
My wife, who's 2 months pregnant, comes in the door.
So you're talking about to have a family, have kids and stuff like that?
Okay.
That's a simple answer. If you're looking for a girl to like that it's gonna end, you would go
It
with
all ends. How long do you think you're going to be married for?
until you die. I'll be married for the rest of my life.
You
I'm
think
only
so?
going to be here for a couple more decades. Yeah. What am I going to do? I'm going to go fucking back out and be single. I'm in my 40s.
Whoa. Don't yell at me.
Yeah. Those days are over. I don't even have the will to do that. Yeah.
But I'm not talking about you. There's the other part of the planet might have some other ideas for you in your future.
That is true.
You'll always have the love of your child,
Anything can happen.
but your wife won't always love you.
My wife probably doesn't love me right now. She loves a child more. But that if she's the mother of my child, so we're connected, and I still love my wife. So it's like we're we're just a family. Like when I go on the road now, like I want to go home. It used to be I want to get away. Now every moment I just want to go home. I want to see my kid. I want to hang out with my wife.
You have to log in hours with that little human being so it doesn't grow
I
up.
don't have to. I want to.
Yeah.
It's what I want to do.
Well, that's your job.
It's nature, man. It's
I
not a
understand
job.
that.
This is my job.
I know you don't look at it as a punch clock, but you have to.
No, I want to.
Do you?
Yes.
I don't understand this.
Yeah, because you don't have kids.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
let's get to this because
Yeah.
everyone has these epiphanies.
And also, you didn't grow up with that. Like almost all of us, what's normal to us is dysfunction, and that's what made us comics. We have a hole in us, and we need strangers to like us.
Show me anything that's not dysfunction. There's no normal. This is the thing. There's no
Well,
normality.
Then that defines dysfunction out of existence. That's like saying there's no genders or whatever. That's just an excuse. Of course there is. There's a middle, there's a norm, there's a spectrum. And most people fall in the norm, and then you have the fringes.
But spectrums vary from individual to individual.
There's a norm.
There's a norm. I know you like to think that there's a norm, but there's
That's
no
why
nothing.
civilization is here. The norm is, most people have kids and reproduce.
Anything that was normal to get us forward. And then when norm doesn't serve us anymore, then it becomes something else.
Okay, whatever you want to think to justify whatever. Healthy kids, if you're exposed to a healthy family, their parents hug them, put them first, don't put selfish things before them. They're loved. They get a healthy dose of love. Humans seem
Those
to
kids
need.
end up killing themselves because they've had no tragedy
I
in
mean,
their
what are we
life.
talking in generalization? I mean, then there'd be nobody here.
I'm working on
Yeah,
it.
no, you just excuses.
Mass suicide.
You, my friend, you didn't grow up in a normal situation. You had something that caused a little pain. Caused a little boo.
Everybody's
boo-boo. And so now you fucking do comedy, which is good, which is you took the pain and you painted over it.
No, I just found a position in society that I could function and still be that person. I've never had any compromise.
Anyone who wants adulation from strangers.
I don't. Have you seen my act?
We're all trying to make strangers laugh. We want love from strangers.
I want people to be ashamed in the audience of how I felt when I was a kid.
Well, then you're doing a good job of that.
I'm doing a very good job.
You're doing a good job.
I'm very good at making people. I've loved to overhear some of the conversations on the way home. I've had couples break up during the show.
No, generally you we're doing it to make people laugh. Generally, you make people laugh. I haven't seen your act lately. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm
but you
juggling
used
now.
to make. I don't know. The last time I saw you, you're making people laugh. Maybe you're juggling now, or sticking things in your asshole. I don't know.
Whoa!
But our job is to make them feel good, spread love, joy. And the reason we do it, the reason why we're motivated to do it, I think in large part is often because there's a lack of love in our background. So we're seeking it, and that's fine.
Yeah, but if you don't love yourself,
Yeah, Satan.
No.
Yeah, Satan.
you got to love yourself
you gotta
first.
depend on yourself.
I'm a self-dependent.
Yeah, because you're Satan worshiper. It's all here. It's me. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
I know. I mean, yeah.
Worship
we
the
all
goat.
need each other. We all need each other.
Of course we do.
We need each other for support, for hugs, for love, for help. We need each other, man.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Just let the vibes in.
But you think?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, just making things funny is the funnest thing.
Yeah.
Nothing means anything. Nobody has a monopoly on knowledge or anything. We're just having a good time.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy the fucking ride, like Bill Hicks said. Whether you're Yannis Pappas and
That's
you're
very
fat
satanic
and
to
have a
just
kid, or
enjoy.
you're Jason Rouse and you're fucking living your life free. Enjoy it as best you can. What's good for you may not be good for somebody else. We're all different, dude. I mean, if we were all like you, it would be fucking boring. It would make you boring.
Yeah.
What makes you so
Exciting. Yeah.
is that you're different.
Am I?
I guess. I don't know. You look different.
You're
You're Canadian. That's different.
Is it different?
It should be illegal
to be Canadian.
Yeah.
It's going to be soon.
Can we just fucking conquer you guys? You know,
Who's we? You can't even get out of a chair quick
That's
enough
true.
if a fire alarm went
I
off.
can't-
You'd burn to death in the building. Yeah, no. Look, we should start running together.
Let's do it now because we've been on for a while and I got to take a piss.
You got to piss because you drank 3 liters of coffee.
I know, too much coffee.
And your butt plug keeps slipping out.
Yeah, well, that's because my anus is getting sloppy in my old age. It's not as tight as it once was.
You're buying pizza from CVS.
Actually, from the downstairs at the Marriott. So even worse. And I'm putting it in a microwave and then going to sleep with the fucking microwave pizza in my...
You've never monitored your food.
No.
Yeah, I remember going to the diners with you, like after gigs.
I
at
eat
like
too much.
1 in the morning.
I have a big appetite.
Eating a Thanksgiving dinner and then going to bed and wonder why your tits look like coat hangers.
I have a bad habit of eating that I have to change.
What is that, love?
It's just a big appetite. When I was a kid, I used to just eat. They thought I had a tapeworm. And I just have a big appetite, man. I was born with a big appetite.
Were you sports? Were you athletic?
Very athletic.
Yeah.
Extremely
Baseball?
athletic. Basketball.
Basketball.
I was
Can you jump?
Yeah. Jump high.
Can you?
Not anymore,
No,
obviously.
I can.
Yeah, you can still jump high?
I can jump
Yeah, I can't jump now.
I can
But I
jump
was very athletic.
over a fucking car naked.
I'm sure you can. You can definitely jump into an audience naked. I've seen that happen.
Sweden.
I was extremely athletic as a kid. I was an athlete. Yeah.
Why not get back to new organized sports and maybe get
Dude,
down to a 48 waist?
I was actually like jacked before the fucking.
I know. I remember seeing
Quarantine.
photos and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and I was like, oh, he's
I was back. You know, I always go through these cycles where I get in shape and then out of shape and this
you
quarantine.
look like Dom DeLuise
Right
now.
now, I've always looked. That's a good oldie. I'm getting back in now. Now that the gyms are opening up, I can't work out in my house. I need to go to a gym.
No, because now you've got 2 hours of travel time in a 30-minute workout.
It's not 2 hours of travel time.
Just
I'm
do
5 minutes from
fucking
a gym.
yoga and drink water.
You're good at that. You're healthy. Because look, if you weren't good at that, you would be dead 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always watched what I've eaten.
Because you need to balance out all the other shit you do.
Totally balance it out.
So you do a good job of that.
I do a great job.
And we want to keep you around for as long as possible.
I am eternal.
Dude, you are all-knowing, eternal, and a piece of shit all at the same time.
I'm the whole shit.
You are Satan.
Do you like saying Satan?
I love it. It's funny.
Is it funny?
It's funny to me, yeah. For me, it's funny. I like to make myself laugh.
You're a good laugher.
I'm a good laugher. I am. I'm because I don't have a big ego. I love being made to feel like I love laughing.
Yeah.
And if you hang out with the funniest people on the planet, you should enjoy it.
Yeah, you have like 3 gears of laughing. You have the polite Yannis laughing.
And then I have the deep one, yeah.
And then you have the one where you change, like, your voice gets higher.
Yeah. Or I do like a big breath. Like it hits me hard.
Yeah.
I feel it in there. It's a gut laugh.
Yeah, that's when I know something's very funny.
Yes.
Is if you are...
This laugh. That's my genuine laugh. Yeah.
What,
Laughing is the best. It's a face nut. It's basically, I think Dan Soder said that in some joke.
I saw Dan in
It's
Toronto.
like busting a face nut.
Dan was doing his hour just before he was about to tape it in Toronto.
Yeah.
And I went and visited him. He was excellent. It was
Oh,
excellent.
he's one of the most talented guys. I love Dan.
You introduced me to him 10 years ago
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, all those guys are
Oh,
killers now.
Bargetsky was at
Killer.
Yeah.
They're all
Again,
killers now.
Yeah, great.
They're all famous. I mean,
Great.
Nate's loaded, rich. They're all killers.
Awesome.
Dan's on Shameless.
Yeah.
They're just
Dan's on Shameless?
Oh yeah, he's been on Shameless the
I
whole
thought he
time.
was on-
Oh, sorry, not Shameless. Fucking shit. The Showtime show, the popular one.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's
Brawlers or
no. God damn it.
Anyway.
Yeah, he's on this show the about the stock traders in Connecticut, the business guys. What the
Yeah.
fuck? I can't think of the name right now.
His special was great.
Yeah, he's had a few, and the last one was on HBO. Is great. They're all doing great. It's everyone I came up with is fucking zoomed past me. Ali Wong is famous.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah, but what's zoomed past you? You're
they're richer than I am.
richer,
Yeah, a lot richer.
but you want to be richer?
I'd like to have a couple more dollars in the pocket. Yeah.
What say like 10 million a year?
Dude, if I could, yeah, I mean, if a $1 million a year, I'm fine. Yeah, if I could make $1 million a
A
year,
million a year is not much.
it's fine for me.
That's fine, but you need 5.
Okay, 5.
5 million a year.
I'll take it.
You'll take 5 million a year?
I'll take 5 million a
Are
year.
you how many days of the year are you on the road?
Very little.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the majority of your income is coming through internet. So
Yes,
you're
podcasts.
getting $1 million from live gigs and $4 million from your online presence.
That would be perfect.
That would be perfect.
That would be perfect, man.
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that. You want to do it?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
All right. That would be actually perfect.
That would be perfect. I think that's a realistic goal.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're in 2021. So 2025, $1 million from live gigs,
And 4 million from the
4
internet.
million, and to be a father in the house.
I love it.
Home.
Yeah.
Deal.
Deal.
Thanks for being on the show, Yannis.
Thanks for having me, my good old friend.
Yannis Pappas.
Yeah.
People can find you.
Listen to my podcast called Long Days.
Yeah.
And yeah, follow me online, Yannis Pappas. You can find me. I mean, if you want to, you Google it. I mean, what
You
are
don't
you,
even
60?
have you don't have a website or anything, do you?
YannisPappasComedy.com
Awesome.
for live dates.
My thank you for popping by.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Next time I'll hit the record button.
Yeah, then we'll have a good time. I'm going to piss.
Go piss.
Say goodbye to the people.
Bye, people.
Is it here?
Stop! Stop!
What happened was true. The most bizarre and brutal series of crimes in America.